Anchorage Bucs baseball is on the air, and the Bucs are just one win away from getting back-to-back Mayor's Cup titles for the first time since the end of the 2010s. But on the other side of the field, the Glacier Pilots hungry for revenge after a heartbreaking game number 1 loss less than 24 hours ago. It should be a fun one here at Mulcahy Stadium as we welcome you inside the press box alongside Milo Hoffman. My name's Alex Burstein. It was a very exciting first game of the series. The Bucs got out to a big lead, but the last couple of innings, the Pilots came scratching back. It ended up just an 11-5 win in what was just a roller coaster of a game.
Yeah, no, the Bucs and the Pilots have been playing very competitive games all year long. That 11-5 win for the Bucs was actually the largest margin of defeat between these two sides all season long. So it's been a battle back and forth, but boy, oh boy, the bats came alive. Joey Narrett hit a bomb, grand slam from Kai McGarry. So it was good to see the homers come alive for the Bucs because the Pilots don't give up too many of those, the bottom of the league in that number.
Season high 3 home runs. Cooper Cicelsi got one as well early on in the game, his first home run of the season, and it really feels like the power is coming along for this Bucs team. But enough about us talking about this game. Let's see how it actually went down. We'll turn you to our highlights now from yesterday's 11-5 win for the Bucs in game number 1 of the Mayor's Cup.
We welcome you into another edition of Anchorage Bucs baseball, and tonight the Bucs take on the Pilots in game number 1 of the Mayor's Cup. Last season, the Bucs took the cup for the first time in 3 years, so they'll look to make it back-to-back in the midst of an ABL playoff push. It's the 7th battle of Anchorage this season, and we're glad to bring it to you from Mulcahy Stadium here in Anchorage, Alaska. Here's the pitch. Swung on and lofted slowly out to left center field. Coming on is the left fielder Rodriguez. Tagging from third is McGarry. He'll go in easily. The throw got cut off. So it's an RBI sac fly for Luke Taylor, and the Bucs are on the board here in the bottom of the first. 1-0. Pitch to him is drilled deep to left field. Get up, ball, get out of here, and gone! Cooper Cicelski's first long ball of the season, the first pitch he saw today, and it's 2-0, Bucs on top in the second. Kushney wobbles, now he comes set. Here's the 3-2. Pitch is turned on, deep to left field. Oh my goodness, it's a grand slam for Kai McGarry onto the football field over and left. A no-doubter for the left fielder. And it's 6-0 Bucs on top in the bottom of the fourth. Touch 'em all, Kai. My goodness.
Wow, we have seen some big...
Pitch to Joey Narrett. Spins in, and that one's hammered deep to right field. Back-to-back jacks for the Bucs. Oh my goodness, Joey Narrett onto the baseball field over and right. 7-0 to score in the bottom of the fourth. Is Andrew Beckert's back color. 3-1, here it is. Breaking ball hit hard to left field, down for a base hit. Christensen at third, he'll get the stop sign. Now he'll come home after Kai McGarry bobbled it. So Rich Price, the third base coach, was all over that. Saw McGarry bobbled it, and Christensen heads home. It's an RBI single for Andrew Beckert, and the Pilots are on the board here in the top of the fifth, 7-1.
Sorley ready as on the first pitch. Fastball lined left side and drops in front of B.J. Rodriguez. 1 run around to score. They'll hold up Kai McGarry, and that's an RBI knock from Luke Taylor. Bucs lead 8-1 in the bottom of inning number 6. Here's the pitch. Fastball grounded past Marks at short. Around third base, Joey Narrett, he's in safely to score. An RBI grounder by Sean Toger just scorched past the glove of Dylan Marks, and the Bucs lead 10-1 in the bottom of inning number 6. Team leading 10-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Late kick on the pitch. Breaking ball hit high in the air towards right center field. Ewell chases it to the warning track and watches it. There you have it, national anthem here at Mulcahy Stadium. Before first pitch, let's take a quick listen to what head coach Joe Silva had to say ahead of today's matchup. Here's the skipper before game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup here at Mulcahy Stadium.
Alex, first in here with Joe Silva as today's matchup against the Pilots, game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup. Coach, a wonky game yesterday. How goes it to block victory in the end?
Always great to get the victory, right? I was very impressed with our bats to start. We were able to work counts, and then, a product of, seeing the long ball, but, that's the good at bat that we worked early.
How helpful is it to get those few home runs early on in the contest?
Yeah, I think it's definitely confidence for the hitters, but again, we were patient, we drew our walks, and we were ready to go. So, staying with our process and not trying to do too much, right? Just apply the game, things tend to work out in your favor.
Jamie Robertson went 6 innings. It seems like the starters have had longer outings the last week or so. How much does that help the team having to only use 1 or 2 relievers?
Yeah, it's very beneficial, right? Anytime you get into a stretch or you get into a 3-game series like this where, hey, you're going to see teams, right, to keep guys fresh. Starters are there for a reason. And, those guys that have those pitch counts higher, right, they've had time to build up, getting a routine, being on the same mound, and having a good schedule about it.
This 3-game series is a little different than the rest of the regular season. What's it like playing the same team? How's the strategy with that?
Yeah, I mean, you see all the teams in the league pretty good amount, right? Just with the 4-2 structure, but with the Pilots, right? Getting an idea of who their available arms are, who our available arms are, playing the strategy a little bit when we can. So yeah, it is. It has its pluses and minuses for sure, but it's our best versus their best, right?
What would it mean to win the Mayor's Cup here tonight in game 2?
It would be great, right? I think we can't look too far ahead, right? Just focus on good batting practice with some fungos, right? Making sure the guys' minds are right, and it would be great to win, yeah.
Appreciate your time, thank you guys.
So we got Eli Buxton going on today.
And what do you want to see out of him tonight?
Same thing as always, right? He goes out there and competes, so, likes to work north and south, keeping the hitters off balance. So he does that, right? Ground ball, fly ball, strikeout, however the product is, we'll take it. So just collecting outs and dominating.
Joe Silva, tonight's contest. Thanks for your time, guys.
Absolutely.
And big thanks to Joe Silva, as always, for catching up with us ahead of today's matchup. Just a couple moments to go before first pitch here at now sunny Mulcahy Stadium. It was cloudy for the hours leading up to first pitch, but now it's all blue skies and sun overlooking this Anchorage, Alaska's finest ballpark, as it will be the Bucs to bat first here in game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup. Logan Ewell leads things off, Kai McGarry right behind him, and Joey Narrett in the 3 spot. Taking you around the diamond for the Pilots, it's Achille Robello on the mound. He's pitching to Carter Freeland. Around the infield, Hunter Klotz, Jet Ruby, and Edison Polanco. From first to third, Dylan Marks at short. Robello stands tall on the mound. The right-hander faces towards home plate. Now takes a step back, and the first pitch. Fastball hit towards left field and drops in front of B.J. Rodriguez. A scorching line drive for the first pitch of the game, and Logan Ewell's aboard with a single.
That's quite the way to start off the evening here at Mulcahy Stadium. Just a fastball in the outside corner off the end of the bat, and it had sinking action. Rodriguez couldn't pick it up.
Looked like for a second Rodriguez would have a play at it. Instead, though, it's a leadoff reach for Logan Ewell, hitting leadoff for the first time this regular season. Guy McGarry comes to the plate. He's down to the 2 spot after being a leadoff man last night. First pitch shows bunt, pulls it away. Doesn't matter. It's a strike. And an 0-1 count quickly on McGarry. Well, very fast-paced start to this game here.
Yeah, it does feel like everything's sort of moving a bit faster tonight.
Last night, a slow-moving ball game. Ended up going over the 3-hour mark. Here's the 0-1. Fastball taken all the way for a strike. 0-2 the count. Logan Ewell off of first base after his leadoff reach. Last time Ewell was in the leadoff spot all the way back in game number 2 of the slate. That was an exhibition game against the Matsu Miners. Didn't record a hit in that game, so he's already off to a better start tonight. Here's the 0-2. Fastball drilled left field, and it will be the shortstop, Dylan Marks, who fields it on the edge of the infield. High pop-up. And there's 2 away here quickly one away in inning number 1.
That sounded like a potential broken bat. Yeah, that was a broken bat. I see Kai McGarry picking up some pieces of his half black, half red bat as he walks back to the dugout right now. So some spare wood for Kai McGarry early on.
Shows you it was high velo, but just a little bit left for Kai McGarry, and a pop out for the left fielder. Joey Narrett comes to the plate in the center field spot tonight. First pitch from Robello. Hit in the air, foul to the left side. The Bucs are making really good contact here early on. They just need to straighten it out.
Yeah, man, that one was whizzed over to left.
Narrett's got opposite field power. We've seen it all season long. There's a pair of home runs in recent weeks, including one last night. Here's the 0-1. Breaking pitch outside. Gets off the glove of Freeland, the catcher, but Logan Ewell will play it safe, stays at first base. Ewell singled 2 batters ago, but there's one away off the pop-up from Kai McGarry. Thanks for joining us. Alex Burstein here with Milo Hoffman. Game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup. Bucs took game number 1 11-5 last night. Here's the 1-1. Bounce towards first base. Low scoop by the first baseman Klotz, and he doesn't have a play at it. Finally scoops to first base, and the pitcher Robello there in time. Almost a big error there by Klotz. Ewell gets to second on the fielder's choice, and there's 2 away. No one had any idea what to do on that ball, Milo.
That was unbelievable. So the first baseman Klotz scooped it, and he didn't have a play, so it hit off his glove, but Robello, the pitcher, was covering and just scooped it on the ground like he was fielding a ground ball, and then just ran over to first. All luck, but it worked out.
Well, getting out whatever way you want. Either way, the Bucs do have a runner in scoring position. It's Logan Ewell as Luke Taylor comes to the plate. Taylor points his bat towards center field, and now we'll swing it around to his shoulder for the first offering from Robello, the right-hander. The wide open stance on the mound. He'll step off. Bucs threatening in the top of the first. A scoreless game. Runner at second base, Logan Ewell. Robello holds the glove at his chest as he looks in for the sign from Freeland. He's got one he likes, and now he sets for the 1-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball high and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike on Luke Taylor. He's been an RBI machine this season for the Bucs. His top 5 in the league right now, but his numbers have tailed off in the month of July. Has just 2 RBIs. Has RBIs in just 2 of the last 7 games. Here's the 1-0. Swung on it, missed. Breaking ball. Taylor can't gulf it out from the dirt. That's been the pitch that's gotten Taylor a little bit in the last couple games. We've seen him reaching at more and more breaking balls. Pitchers figure that out.
It looks like Taylor might be going with a torpedo bat today.
Yeah.
It looks like a torpedo bat and a different bat than normal.
He has a wide variety of bats. This time it's beige at the bottom, black in the middle, and beige at the top. Very colorful, along with his bright yellow batting gloves. Here's the 1-1. Fastball dribbled back. Well, maybe Taylor is our answer to who has the most bats on this team. He definitely seems to switch it more than any other player.
Yeah, you know, you have bat drip.
Yeah.
You can have bat drip, you know, a versatile closet.
You wonder what makes him choose a bat on any given day.
Right.
It's obviously a lot of factors, the pitcher, the weather. Today you have a right-hander on the mound. A little bit of wind out to left field. Robello sets, looks at second base. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball just tapped foul. Taylor got a little piece of that one to stay alive in the count, 1-2. 2 away here in the top of the first inning as the scoreboard goes out here at Mulcahy Stadium. So runner standing at second base, that's Logan Ewell, who singled on the first pitch of the game. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Taylor takes a practice swing and now gets ready for the offering. Here's the pitch. Pops up, right side. Second baseman Ruby back, but it's the right fielder Christensen who dives and can't make it. Around the score, Logan Ewell, and that's an RBI hit from Luke Taylor. Wow, a high pop fly just towards shallow right field. It looked like Jet Ruby was going to have a chance at it. Instead, Ryan Christensen, the right fielder, called him off, and he had the slide. It looked like it hit off his glove. And just like that, Bucs lead 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. Landon Underhill comes to the plate. Well, there's the RBI that Luke Taylor was looking for. Next pitch. Misses outside, 1-0 the count. That was a weird play out there in right field.
And it was just no man's land. Ruby was, rudely interrupted by Christensen, but then Christensen thought he had the play and slid and didn't have it.
And it looked like Ruby probably would have had a play at it.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-0. Fastball slammed left side, foul. So Cloud drifts overhead here at Mulcahy Stadium, providing a little bit of shade to these Bucs and Pilots players. Definitely hotter conditions than usual here. 64 degrees, but the difference maker, it's mostly sunny here today at Mulcahy Stadium. Usually all cloudy or mostly cloudy. Here's the 1-1. Fastball dribbled towards third base, past Polanco's glove. Shortstop Mark scoops it, one throw to first, and not in time. It bounced right in front of Hunter Klotz, and he couldn't get a grab at it. And that's an infield hit from Landon Underhill. Bucs still in business, runners at first and second base with 2 away. A nice play by Marks, but he kind of skipped it right in front of first base, and that's a really hard pick for the first baseman.
Well, that would have been a really tough play from Marks, and he looked really smooth trying it. Polanco just couldn't get it on the cutoff. Would have been a much easier play for the third baseman to make that throw than the shortstop.
So the 2-out rally continues for the Bucs. 1 run already in to score. Sean Toger at the plate, the first baseman. Bello looks, first offering, hit high in the air towards right center field. Becker moves over and makes the grab for out number 3. The Bucs finally retired in the top of the first, but not before 1 run comes across the plate. Logan Ewell scores off of an RBI single from Luke Taylor. 1 run off of 3 hits. A pair of runners stranded in the top of the first. It's a 1-0 Bucs lead. Don't go anywhere. This is Anchorage Bucs baseball. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium, a 1-0 lead for the Bucs as we move to the last of inning number 1. Eli Buxton toes the rubber for the Bucs, making his 4th start of the season, 5th appearance overall for the tall right-hander out of Arizona State University. Catcher Reese Sherman throws down, and that means it's time for the first pitch to the Pilots tonight. Dylan Marks leads things off for the home Glacier Pilots. Shortstop committed to play at Lubbock Christian next year. Takes a couple of practice swings outside of the righty's batter's box. And now we'll await the first offering from Buxton. 6'5" right-hander out of Oklahoma. He looks towards home, and the first pitch. Fastball drilled foul to the right side. 0-1 the count quickly on Marks. Buxton, the definition of a lanky pitcher. 6'5", 195, uses all of his arms to just twirl it home. Here's the 0-1.
3-game series is a little different than the rest of the
Fastball check swing, doesn't matter. In there for a strike, 0-2 the counts.
Yeah, I mean,
Buxton making his second straight start against the Glacier Pilots.
Structure, but with the pilots, right?
He readies the
You know,
0-2.
getting an idea of okay,
Pitch
who
taken
their
inside.
available arms are, who our
A
available
pretty
arms
solid
are.
outing
Playing the
against the
strategy
other
a little bit when
Anchorage
we
squad
can.
on
So yeah,
July
it is.
5th. Went
It has
4 in the
its
third
pluses
innings,
and
giving up
minuses for
3
sure,
hits, just
but,
1 run
it's
for
our
a no
best first
decision.
business,
The
right?
1-2.
What would it mean to
Pop
win the Mayor's
towards
Cup here
the
tonight?
right side.
It
Foul
would be great,
territory.
right?
Toger drifts over
Can't look
and
too far
makes the
ahead,
grab
right?
for
Just
out
focus
number
on,
1.
good
Nice
batting
play by
practice,
the first
Bungalows, right?
baseman,
Make sure you
making
guys want to,
back-to-back
right?
starts at
Great.
first.
Appreciate you,
And
man.
there's
Thank you, guys.
a runner retired here quickly for Eli Buxton on the mound.
Now it just
Same thing
jammed
as always,
Dylan
right?
in
He goes
on
out there and
hands, just
competes,
a
so
looping
you know likes to work north and south.
ball over there at first base.
Hitters
easily
off balance, so
dealt
he
with
does
by
that,
Sean
right?
Tucker.
Ground ball, fly ball,
Brings Jet
strikeout,
Ruby to
however
the
the
plate,
product
lefty
is,
out of Fresno
we'll
State.
take it.
First
So,
pitch,
collecting
fastball
outs and
outside,
dominating.
1
No
and
silver
0 the
after tonight's
counts.
contest. Thanks for the time, guys.
Absolutely.
Ruby over at second base tonight has been one of the defensive bright spots for the Pilots in the month of July. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Straight heat from Eli Buxton, and he gets back in the count 1-1. The month of July has been quite the struggle for the Glacier Pilots. Just a 2-8 record since the calendar flipped. The 1-1 just misses outside. Maybe a little bit hotter, not used to playing in these conditions, but something just has not been working for the Glacier Pilots here in the month of July. Here's the 2-1. Fastball just battled off. Went off the glove of Sherman and dribbled into fair territory. 2-2 the count on Jet Ruby. Ruby a hit in 4 straight games. Would love to make it 5 here. The 2-2. Outside.
Yeah, Buxton looks like his arm action's really moving today.
It
A little
always
hotter
is. I mean,
temperature.
he has some of the longest arms on the
Yeah.
team just from the 6'5", and he really makes full use of them. The payoff pitch. Fouled off to the left side, high in the air. Well, that's just taking what your body gives you. You're gifted with 6'5", and he really takes full advantage of it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Next payoff pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, down and low in the zone. And Eli Buxton has his first K of the day. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the first.
You know, Buxton comes to the plate so slowly, and then all of a sudden the fastball just zips out of his hand. It's almost deceiving for the hitter. You don't exactly expect such a fast ball coming at you after such a slow windup.
Andrew Becker at the plate. First pitch. Misses low and outside. And we've talked about it. He has so much arm action. He kind of just pulls it back,
Right.
and it's deceiving, especially when you're a run around the base paths. And then it takes all that time to come around, and then the ball just belts towards home plate. The 1-0. Misses low.
You can see like the gears turning as he turns towards the plate. It's like it's being revved up. The engine is like from the start to the top.
I don't know if he's ever been compared to a car before, but it kind of works. The 2-0. Just misses low and outside. Next, you're going to say he's like a 2004 Chevy or something. You have the exact comparison?
I'll work on it. I got it.
3 balls, no strikes. The next offering. Hits the bottom part of the zone. Late call from home plate umpire Kenny Aiken, but Becker has to step back into lefty's batter's box now with a 3-1 count. Buxton working quickly. Next pitch. Fouled back. And Becker goes all the way up from 3-0 to a full count on the outfielder out of Cal State University Northridge. Hitting .291 on the season for the Pilots. Waves his turquoise bat in the air. And the payoff pitch. Fastball gulfed towards left field. And caught by Kai McGarry. Dropping quickly. The left fielder caught it below his knees, and that's the bottom of the first inning. 1, 2, 3. The Pilots go down in order. It's a 1-0 Bucs lead. Don't go anywhere. This is Anchorage Bucs baseball. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium, top of inning number 2 in Anchorage, Alaska. The Bucs with a 1-0 lead in game number 2 of the 2025 Mayor's Cup. Bucs took game number 1 11-5. Achille Robello in for a second inning of work. He works against Reese Sherman to start things off. First pitch breaking ball into the zone for a strike. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, I think
Robello, native of Hilo, Hawaii.
So, staying with our process, not trying to do too
The
much.
0-1 pitch.
Good play of the game.
Bounce towards second base. Ruby charges in, gloves it, throws to first in time. Nice play on the slow bouncer by Jet Ruby, who had a lot of ground to make up in the infield. But with this turf, the ball bounces pretty quickly, and it certainly helped the case of the second baseman.
Yeah, definitely. If it was an infield grass part of the field, that would definitely be a lot tougher for
there
Jet
for a
Ruby.
reason.
But
You know,
instead,
those guys
nice
that
transition,
have those pitch
made the
counts
play
higher,
pretty
right?
smoothly.
They've
Pretty
had
smooth
time to
defense
build up,
all around for the
getting a
Pilots overall.
routine, being on the same mound.
Brings
having a good
James
schedule.
Provencio to the
This
plate.
3-game series is a little
First
different than
pitch.
the rest of the regular season. What's
Taken
it like
for a
playing
strike on the inner third. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, I mean,
Bello, one of
you know,
two
you see all
natives
the
of
teams in the league
Hawaii
pretty good
on
amount,
today's
right? Just with
rosters.
the-
You
with the
have
4-team
Ren
structure,
Matsuzaki
but
as
with
well.
the Pilots, right?
For
You know,
the
getting an
Bucs.
idea of who
Here's the 0-1.
their available arms are,
Misses
who our
inside.
available arms
I
are.
believe Matsuzaki, the
playing
bullpen
strategy
catcher
a little
today,
bit when
so
we
likely
can.
will not be a
So yeah,
pinch
it
hit
is,
option,
it
but
has its pluses
some
and
Hawaiian
minuses for
flair
sure.
for
but,
tonight's
sorry
contest
about
at
those
Mulcahy
right?
Stadium.
What would it mean to win the Mayor's Cup here tonight in game 2?
That's the thing about catching.
It would be great,
Doing
right?
something.
They have so
Can't
much
look
to
too
do.
far
Here's the
ahead, right?
1-1.
Just focus on,
Poke towards
good
third
batting
base.
practice,
Diving stop by
combos,
Edison
right?
Polanco.
Make sure
Throws it across the diamond in time. Polanco got down on one knee, backhanded the ball, and darts a throw low to Hunter Klotz.
Same
He
thing
digs
as
it
always,
out for
right? He
out
goes out
number
there
2. A
and
nice
competes,
play
so,
by the
you know,
third
like toward
baseman.
north and south.
Yeah, that was really smooth as well. I mean, I just said the Pilots'
He
defense
does that,
is really
right?
smooth, though.
Ground ball,
Good
fly
stuff
ball,
from
strikeout,
Edison
however the
Polanco.
product is.
He's been struggling
we'll
over there
take
at
it.
third
So,
base a little bit this
collecting
season,
outs
but he
and
has the
domination.
stuff to be
Go
really
still have
good
tonight's contest. Thanks
defender.
for time, guys.
4 errors on the season. Here's the 0-0. Hit high in the air towards left center field, dropping, and it gets down for a base hit. Austin Gamel aboard with a base hit. His second in 3 games, and just like that, there's a runner aboard here for the Bucs. So, Gamel at first base, top of the order coming up, Logan Ewell, who singled to start off the game just an inning ago. Bucs leading 1-0 in the top of the second. First pitch, fastball taken all the way for a strike. 0-1 the count. Thank you so much for joining us. Alex Burstein alongside Milo Hoffman here at Mulcahy Stadium. Gamel with the lead off of first base, the 0-1. Ewell takes a fastball for a strike on the outside corner. A delayed strike motion tonight from Kenny Aiken behind home plate, especially on the tight ones. Takes a second before really drawing out his strike call. But Ewell returns to home plate down 0-2. Robello trying to get his first out. Pitch down in the dirt.
Logan Ewell just looks like he has so much control in the box right now. It really looks like he's just, you know, he's the one that's going to dictate how the at-bat's going to go. Sometimes the pitcher has that, you know, type of advantage, but right now it looks like the hitter, Ewell's, even though he's down in the count, still with that control.
The 1-2. Down in the dirt again. Just like that, works all the way from a 0-2 count to all even at 2 apiece. Ewell's going to make pitchers battle. He wouldn't know it after his first plate appearance where he swung at the first pitch and singled it into the outfield, but now the more patient Ewell coming alive. Waves his black bat above his left shoulder. The 2-2. Line towards left field, down for a base hit. Past the third baseman Polanco, and Ewell in with a single. There's 2 aboard with no outs here in the top of the second. Excuse me, 2 outs.
Yeah, Logan Ewell, I mean, like we said, just he's going the other way a lot.
Yeah.
2 hits today, 2 to the opposite side. The first one a line drive to left center towards the gap. This one more of a grounder that was hard hit.
Kai McGarry to the plate, the left fielder. Robello looks in for the sign, now sets just above his belt. Looks towards second, and the pitch. Line right side dropping, and it's in for a base hit. Gamel around third. He easily scores. Ewell held up at third base. And an RBI double from Kai McGarry as the Bucs ahead 2-0. A great start to the day for the left fielder.
And that was just another looping ball towards right field that just dropped in a couple feet in front of the foul line over there down right. But nice job from Kai McGarry. Boy, he's swinging a hot bat right now.
Gary hitting .269 entering today. Gets his first RBI of the day. He's had 3 RBIs or more in 2 of the last 4 games. Would love to get a couple more and keep that pattern going. Joey Narrett at the plate. Righty-lefty matchup. Leads off a second and third base. First pitch. Fastball grounded through the gap on the left side. Ewell scores. They send McGarry and hold him back. RBI knock from Joey Narrett, and the Bucs lead 3-0 in the top of the second. Narrett turned on the first pitch, outside fastball, and just sent it scorching through that gap on the left side. And the Bucs in full control here in the top of the second.
Wow, just covering all parts of the plate are the Bucs. It's so easy for them when they're going like this just to go the other way. So credit to the hitters who are just happy to take the ball where they're given it.
Mound visit here as Carter Freeland has a word with his starting pitcher Robello. Gives him a pat on the back, and now will strut back home after home plate umpire Kenny Aikens broke up the meeting. Well, the Bucs got 2 quick outs this inning. Reese Sherman and James Provencio both grounded out. Since then, single, single, double, single. Hits all around the merry-go-round for the Bucs. And it's up to Luke Taylor to keep things going. He already has an RBI knock today. Would love another one. Runners at the corners. First pitch. Taylor takes low and outside. Bucs with 5 hits through 1 2/3 innings. This is an Anchorage team that had 10 last night, on pace to blow past that here in game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup. As the Bucs look to win back-to-back cups in this regular season event. The 1-out. Breaking ball taken for a strike at the knees. Joey Narrett at first base, Kai McGarry at third. McGarry almost had the game's 4th run on that last hit, but a late stop by third base coach Joe Silva sent McGarry scrambling back to third base. Here's the 1-1. Fastball battled off the leg of Taylor. Ricocheted all the way to the opposing dugout.
That one looked like it hit the ground and then his bat on the backswing and then hit all the way back towards the dugout. But you talk back to McGarry getting held up there. Well, BJ Rodriguez over and left doesn't have the arm that he normally does. Normally a two-way guy, but he's struggling with maybe a bit of an injury possibly, so they're holding him up over there, so not a strong throw.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Luke Taylor. Next pitch. Fastball just taken inside. Nice take by Luke Taylor to even out the count at 2 apiece. A 2-out rally here for the Bucs, who almost went down in order here this inning, but Austin Gamel got something going. He's already around to score. Logan Ewell scored already this inning as well. The 2-2. Breaking ball battled back. Just hit the inside of the bat of Luke Taylor. And the count stays even at 2 apiece. Infield played straight up. The sun belting down on the field here at Mulcahy Stadium. Grass outfield, turf infield. Solid crowd on hand for some Saturday evening action in the Mayor's Cup. We'll do the 2-2 again. Here it comes. Fastball outside.
Ooh.
Carter Freeland tried to frame that one to the middle of the zone, and he may have just been a little too convincing. Moved the glove a few inches to the left, and Kenny Aikens is not taking it. So, a full count on Luke Taylor. A walk loads the bases. A strikeout ends the inning. Runners at first and third. Bucs up 3-0. The payoff pitch. Fouled back. Ewell was off and running. Kai McGarry forced to stay at third as there's no force movement on this walk from Taylor. Over for the third base runner. Taylor takes 1 pat of home plate with his bat And readies for another 3-2 pitch. Robello sets at his chest. The pitch. Bounce softly towards third. Polanco gathers, throws to first in time. Nice play by the third baseman to bring the inning to a close, but not before 2 more runs come across the plate for the Bucs. 2 runs off of 4 hits, no errors, and a pair of runners stranded in inning number 2. We head to the last of the second. 3-0 Bucs lead. Don't go anywhere. This is Anchorage Bucs baseball. To the bottom of the second here at Mulcahy Stadium, a 3-0 lead for the Bucs over the Pilots in game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup. Bucs took game number 1 last night 11-5 and have carried that momentum into the second game of the 3-game set. The Bucs can clinch their second straight win in that series with a victory here tonight, but first they'll have to mow down the rest of this order. Adam Burkholt, the cleanup man, comes to the plate for the Glacier Pilots. Home team went 1-2-3 in the first. Burkholt sets in the righty's batter's box. Buxton ready, and the first pitch. Taken low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes on the designated hitter tonight out of Dallas Baptist University. Been the top hitter on this team. 1-0. Fastball misses low. Burkholt hitting a very, very nice .359 on the season. That's good for 3rd in the Alaska Baseball League between a pair of minors. Here's the 2-0. Fastball lined towards left field and down for a base hit. Burkholt's aboard with a single. That one ripped sharply. Hit the end of the infield on a bounce, and Provencio had no play at it. So there's a runner aboard to start off the bottom of the second, and the Pilots desperately need some offense. Edison Polanco comes to the plate, the switch hitter in the lefty's batter's box. First pitch. Fouled off sharply to the left side. Burkholt, small lead off of first base. Bucs leading 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. Polanco holds his bat high above his left shoulder. Next pitch. Fastball taken all the way for a strike. Well, that single from Adam Burkholt broke up a perfect start to this game for Eli Buxton. Got 3 quick outs in the first inning. And now he has to work with a runner on for the first time today. The 0-2 reaches outside. Buxton digs his black and white Adidas cleats into the turf mound here at Mulcahy Stadium. Sets his beige glove at his belt. And the 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed. Strike 3. Polanco got a little piece of it and sent it flying into Reese Sherman's glove. And that's a second K of the day for Eli Buxton. There's 1 away with 1 on here for B.J. Rodriguez in inning number 2. Another lefty at the plate. Buxton stands as far right as possible on the rubber. Throws to first, not in time. First pickoff attempt of the night by Buxton. He has a quick move to get over there to first base. Buxton relaxed stance on the mound. Love to get a double play ball from Rodriguez. First pitch, high.
It's pretty impressive that Rodriguez is still hitting despite being injured out there, because I understand throwing is a very different motion than hitting, but he's still up there. He's drawing walks, getting on base at a decent clip.
True team player. 1-0 pitch. Fastball taken all the way for a strike. The Pilots have seen a lot of departures over the last couple weeks. They need bodies in the field. They need skilled bodies in the field. P.J. Rodriguez, one of them, was a two-way player for most of the season. Swung on and missed. Freeland chased the pitch to the outside, and it's a 1-2 count on the catcher committed to play at the University of New Orleans in the fall. Waves his bat in the air. Buxton looks in, throws to first, and not in time. Crafty pickoff move from the right-hander. And checking Bergholt close to the bag all inning long since a leadoff single from the right-handed hitter. He's dancing there, the 1-2. Battled back.
Now it's right underneath the wood from Freeland. You see he has no batting gloves up there. It's Carter, so all great. You see a lot of catchers do that. Catchers like to go up there with no batting gloves. And you really feel the bat on your hands when you make contact.
Well, they're getting the ball thrown at them all day long. It's a little more sting. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Eli Buxton has 4 Ks through 2 innings of work, and the Bucs lead 3-0 heading to the third. No runs off of 1 hit. 1 runner stranded in the bottom of the second. Don't go anywhere. This is Anchorage Bucs baseball. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium to the third inning of action between the Bucs and the Pilots. The visiting Bucs up 3-0 over the home squad here in game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup. A rare scenario where both teams call Mulcahy Stadium home. It was the Bucs who were the home squad in game 1. Tonight it shifts to the Pilots, and game 3, which will be played no matter what, will be a home game for the Bucs. But they're hoping they already have the Mayor's Cup championship still in hand with a win here tonight. It'll be Landon Underhill to lead things off in the third inning. First pitch to the lefty. Fastball left outside. 1-0 the count. Underhill with a single back in the first inning. He was stranded there at first base. Bucs plated 1 in the first and 2 in the second to get to this multi-run lead. The 1-0. Hit high in the air towards center field. Becker a few steps to his right. Reaches up and grabs it above his head for out number 1. So, a soaring pop out for Landon Underhill gets the third inning going, and it brings Sean Toger to the plate.
Yeah, Underhill just a tick underneath that one. He hit it a ways out there to center still, even off of the inside of the bat, but Landon's still trying to come around fully here offensively. Been a little bit of a slide recently, not up to his standards.
First pitch to Toger, waved on and missed. An inside breaking ball from Achille Robello. Third inning of work for the University of Hawaii commit. Toger quickly goes down 0-1. Flew out to center in the first inning. Next pitch, waved on and missed.
You can tell Sean Toger likes the ball inside and down on him because he's swinging and misses on pitches that look like they're going to be in that spot.
It's where Toger's made his best contact this year. The 0-2, high and away.
And you see there, took a pitch high and away, didn't even bite.
Yeah, he knows what he likes,
Yeah.
which is always good to see out of a ball player. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Here's the offering. Swung on and missed. Inside breaking ball gets Toger swinging. And there's 2 away here quickly in the third. Robello went in that inside breaking action twice on Toger. Couldn't hold back on either.
And it's Robello's first strikeout of the evening. Just a inside slider that was tight down low. Looked like it was going to be in the lower portion of the zone. Instead, dropped off the table.
Brings Reese Sherman to the plate. First pitch to the righty. Taken for an inside strike. That one just scraped the home plate corner. And Sherman will go down in the count 0-1. Taps home plate, brings his bat to his shoulder. The next pitch. Fastball straight down the middle. That one a lot less controversial. It's no 2 counts.
And Reese Sherman really stands in the middle of the batter's box. Some guys like to stand close to the plate. He stands towards the middle with that open, closed stance, that is.
Pilots trying for a clean 1-2-3 inning. The 0-2. Just tapped foul. Big bounce at home plate on the hit from Reese Sherman. Went all the way to the backstop. And it keeps the count at 0-2 on the catcher out of Gonzaga University. Fiddles between the catcher and the DH spot here with the Bucs. The 0-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. And Sherman sent back to the dugout looking here in the bottom of the third. Well, we head to the bottom half. It's a 3-0 Bucs lead. And before we take you to Eli Buxton pitching again, we caught up with the right-hander ahead of today's game. Let's hear what Buxton had to say about today's matchup and all season long what it's been like here in Alaska.
Here with Joe Silva as they match up against the Pilots, game number 2 in the Mayor's Cup. Coach, a wonky game yesterday. How good was the squad?
Always great to get the victory, right? I was very impressed with our bats from the start. We were able to work counts, and then, a product of, seeing the long ball, but, that's the good at bat that we worked early.
How helpful is it to get those few home runs early on in the contest?
Yeah, I think it's definitely the confidence for the hitters, but again, we were patient, we drew our walks, and we were ready to go. So, staying with our process and not trying to do too much, right? Just simplify the game. Things tend to work out in your favor.
Jamie Robertson went 6 innings. It seems like the starters have had longer outings the last week or so. How much does that help the team having to only use 1 or 2 relievers?
Yeah, it's very beneficial, right? Anytime you get into a stretch or you get into a 3-game series like this where, hey, you're going to see teams, right, to keep guys fresh. Starters are there for a reason. And, those guys that have those pitch counts higher, right, they've had time to build up, getting a routine, being on the same mound, and having a good schedule about it.
This 3-game series is a little different than the rest of the regular season. What's it like playing the same team? How's the strategy with that?
Yeah, I mean, you see all the teams in the league pretty good amount, right? Just with the 4-2 structure, but with the Pilots, right? Getting an idea of who their available arms are, who our available arms are, playing the strategy a little bit when we can. So yeah, it is. It has its pluses and minuses for sure, but it's our best versus their best, right?
What would it mean to win the Mayor's Cup here tonight in Game 2?
It would be great, right? I think we can't look too far ahead, right? Just focus on good batting practice with some fun goals.
Back here at Mulcahy Stadium, apologies folks, that was Joe Silva, not Eli Buxton. We caught up with both of them ahead of today's game, and we clicked the wrong button on our computer.
Yeah.
But good to hear again from the headman about his thoughts for this series. Buxton, however, is still in for a 3rd inning of work, and the lanky right-hander has looked great so far. Faced just 1 over the minimum as Hunter Klotz comes to the plate in the 3rd. First pitch, fastball left low, and a 1-0 count on Klotz, the first baseman out of Kent State. Plays for the Golden Flashes of the MAC. Had a solid campaign this past spring. Here's the 1-0. Misses high and away. And now, he's had mixed results in the summer. Hitting 167 on the year. Has been a pretty solid first baseman for the Glacier Pilots. 2-0 offering. Dribbled foul. But just has not gotten his bat going, especially against this Bucs team. Has yet to record a hit against the crosstown rivals.
And, you know, he takes good hacks, too. You can tell when you're a pure hitter.
Yeah.
And Klotz is definitely a pure hitter.
2-1. Fastball sliced foul to the left side. You got to be a pretty pure hitter to become an infielder at the Division I level.
That's very true. Can't just, you know, sign up one day and find yourself at the D1 level.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Buxton turns home and fires. Fastball battled off high, pop up to left field. McGarry to the line and makes the grab for out number 1. So a nice contact from Hunter Klotz, but easy catch for Kai McGarry, and there's 1 away in the bottom of the 3rd. Well, other than a single by Adam Bergholt, Eli Buxton has now retired 7 of the first 8 hitters in the lineup. Number 9 is Ryan Christensen, who watches a first pitch fastball high and away. 1-0 the count. Christensen struggled at the plate this year, hitting just .081, but had his best game of the season yesterday. 1-0. Misses outside. Fired up a home run over the right center field wall to go along for a hit as well. A 2-for-3 day, pair of runs and an RBI. Not bad at all for the right fielder. 2-0. Buxton flies one out of play. Count moves to 2-1. That was his first extra base hit of the season. You wouldn't be able to tell it, though. He's been taking big swings all season long.
Deepest part of the park, too.
Yeah. About 400 feet out there to right center. 2-1. Check swing, bounces off his bat and sails foul. Evens out the count at 2 apiece. 1 away in the bottom of the 3rd. Bucs leading 3-0 over the Pilots. Game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup. Buxton turns and the 2-2. Once again, fouled off back. Good contact here from Christensen. It's a big game not only for the Mayor's Cup, get some bragging rights in the trophy, but also for the Alaska Baseball League standings. Pilots dropped to 4th place in the standings with a loss here today. 2-2. Fastball misses low. Bring it to a full count. And if the Bucs are able to not only win today, but also win tomorrow against the Pilots, it will eliminate the Glacier Pilots from championship contention. 3-2. Fastball goes low. And Christensen is aboard with the first walk of the day offered by Eli Buxton. There's 1 on with 1 away. Buxton's fastball and pitches have had their heat today. Now it's just about controlling them in these latter innings.
No, that was a really impressive at-bat from Christensen. And when Buxton's going on, he's keeping his fastball up about eye level. That time he just hooked it down low. So you want to keep it up high the letters so hitters are more tempted to swing at it. When it's zipping down into the dirt, it's not really a competitive pitch.
Dylan Marks comes to the plate. Half black, half tan bat. First pitch. There's that heater in the zone. 0-1 the count. Buxton heard your critique.
There you go.
Brings it higher and gets the strike.
I don't think I'm the one that necessarily can control it.
Reese Sherman may have a better say at it behind home. 0-1 pitch. Misses low and inside. Evens out the count at 1 apiece. 1 on, 1 away here at Mulcahy Stadium. A beautiful night for baseball. 6:49 local time. Sunny skies in Anchorage, Alaska. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball down in the dirt. Sherman scatters to pick it up in front of home plate before Christensen can advance.
Yeah, you can tell when Buxton doesn't like the pitch. He sort of looks around the mound and starts kicking up some dirt on the rubber. So, trying to reset now.
A pitcher who wears his emotions on his sleeves. The 2-1. Inside. Now Buxton at risk of back-to-back walks after he didn't give up a single free pass through the first 2 1/3 innings pitched. Lead off a first base by Christensen. The 3-1. Hit in the air towards center field. Narrett retreats a few steps, now comes in and grabs it at his face for out number 2. So, Buxton gets out of the dangerous hitters count, and there's 2 away in the bottom of the 3rd.
That's the luxury that Eli Buxton has. Even if you miss a little, the velo is going to carry you out to a weak piece of contact, and that one was just skied in the air towards center field. There's no trouble written on it.
Narrett's been busy out there in center. Jet Ruby comes to the plate. First a pickoff attempt, not in time, over to first base. Christensen's taken a lead like he'll be stealing on pretty much every single pitch, however, has not broken towards second at all. Few strides off the first base bag. First pitch to Ruby. Fastball hit in the air, left field, soaring out of play. And Provencio watches it towards the seats. 0-1 the count.
And Christensen has no steals so far this year.
Yeah.
So it would be a first.
Now would be the time to do it. Trailing 3-0 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. The 0-1. Bounce towards third base. Provencio gloves it on a low hop, throws to first in time, and a 5-3 putout gets the Bucs out of any damage in the bottom of the 3rd. Pilots go down, no runs off of no hits, no errors, 1 runner stranded. They still trail 3-0 as we move to the 4th here at Mulcahy Stadium. Don't go anywhere. This is Anchorage Bucs Baseball. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium, a 1/3 of the way through today's contest. Bucs leading 3-0 into the top of the 4th here in Anchorage, Alaska. One position change. Adam Bergholt makes the move from designated hitter to the catcher spot. Takes over for Carter Freeland here in the 4th inning. James Provencio starts things off for the Bucs. First pitch grounded towards third, backhand stop by Polanco, who throws high to first base over the head of Klotz. It escapes out of play, and Provencio into second base. Oh, no, it was going to be a nice play from Polanco. He stopped a scorching ball towards third and just throws it wildly. 5th error of the year on the third baseman, and Provencio will safely be in scoring position.
And you can tell that one was going to sail too because his chest just leaned all the way back. And when your chest leans back, you're going to sail the throw. And now Gamel chance to move over Provencio, the grounder to right, or a fly ball.
Already 1 hit today for Austin Gamel. His bat has really come alive the last couple of days for Anchorage. First pitch shows bunt. It bounces off him in foul territory, though. Just goes as a strike. It's like one bounce and then just ricocheted into the chest of Gamel. He's okay, though. Gamel had really struggled. Hadn't recorded a hit since June 18th before laying out a single against the Pilots earlier this week. And had another one in the first inning of today's game. So the Pilots have really woken up his bat. Gamel tries to keep that going here. Quarter infielders playing in. The 0-1. Shows bunt again, pulls it away on outside pitch. It's Hunter Klotz who's on major cleanup duty if a bunt comes to play. The first baseman is rushing in on every pitch from Robello on the mound. The right-hander stands tall. White cleats sunken into the turf mound here at Mulcahy Stadium. Looks in for the sign and the 1-1. Gamel shows bunt and misses it entirely. So 1-2 counts. And now Gamel's going to be forced to swing here with no outs and the runner at second base, James Provencio. Gamel playing at second base tonight. Has been off and on starter this season for the Bucs. Already 5 hits today for the visiting Anchorage squad. The 1-2. Taken outside.
Yeah, now you really got to wrap around this ball if you're Gamel. He does that naturally. You know, he does that naturally. He'll go to right. His homer on the 4th of July was to deep right field. A lot of his hits are to right. A chopper single a couple of days ago was in the infield on the second base side. So just do that right now. You get your job done.
He did go opposite on his first hit of the day. But now tries for that pull power. Infield goes back now, the 2-2. Fastball bounced towards second base. Ruby gathers and throws for out number 1. Provencio into third base on the ground out. And there's a runner 90 feet from making this a 4-0 Bucs lead with the 1 away. And Logan Ewell top of the order coming up.
Yeah, job well done by Austin Gamel. Move the runner over. Now less than 2 outs. And a runner on third. You got to bring home this run.
Ewell's had a nice day already. Pair of singles and a pair of runs. Whole infield comes in to the edge of the fake dirt. First pitch. Ewell takes it all the way for a strike. Polanco, Marks, Ruby, and Klotz all have their heels just in front of what's the fake infield grass here. The 0-1. Misses outside. I don't see Ewell bunting here, though. Of course, on a grounder, that helps you maybe have a play at home plate. But with how Ewell has been swinging the bat as of recent, batting average back up above 300, don't see him bunting here in a 3-run lead on a runner at third. Here's the 1-1. Ewell watches a pitch high. Has held his bat at his shoulder for every pitch thrown from Robello so far this at-bat. 2 balls and 1 strike on the right fielder. Bello sets at his belt, looks towards third, now fires. Fouled back. Sharp contact from Logan Ewell. He has to adjust his black batting helmet after that one. He had timed that one up, would have gone a long way.
Yeah, a much-needed adjustment of his black helmet because that was a big hack.
Wind gusting out to left field here at Mulcahy Stadium. Bucs lead 3-0, top of inning number 4 here in Game 2 of the Mayor's Cup. The pitch, outside. Ewell thought about it. You saw his legs start to flutter up, but he stomped it down immediately and held off. Great patience from the right fielder. He taps his bat across home plate, now sets his bat above his shoulder. The payoff pitch incoming from Robello. Here it is. Down low. Logan Ewell draws the full count walk, and the corners are occupied now for the Bucs in the top of the 4th with just 1 out. It all started with that air. James Provencio hit a playable ball to third base, but Edison Polanco skied it over the first baseman's head. And now a great chance for Kai McGarry to bring home some RBIs. Already has 1 of them today. First pitch, fastball inside.
In the middle of the infield, backed up. But I would honestly think about bringing them back in because Kai McGarry's so fast. The double plays so unlikely.
He has shown bunt a couple of times in the recent games. Did not do it on the first pitch there, but that's not out of the realm of possibility, especially with the infield back. The 1-0. Pitch just misses a hair inside. Now would be a great time for Ewell to try to steal a bag. We haven't seen any stolen base attempts from the Bucs today, but get 2 runners in scoring position. Really make this a blowout type game. 2-0 inside. Rebello really struggling with that inside fastball. And McGarry is 1 ball away from getting a free pass and loading the bases. Still just 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Leads off of 1st and 3rd. The pitch. Fastball taken all the way. 3-1 the count. First base coach Dylan Espinal has a quick word with Logan Ewell over at first base, the right fielder, with a few strides off the bag. And the 3-1. Pitch hits the outside corner. Kai McGarry had tossed his bat towards the dugout, thought he had a walk. Instead, it's a full count. The Pilots fans, numerous down the right field line in the bleachers, much happier with that call. And it's a 3-2 count.
Joey Narrett had to pick that one up for Kai and give it back to him.
Helped your batter out as much as possible. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Runner takes, and the pitch is outside. So, the bases are juiced now. Rebello works his way all the way to a 3-2, but can't place the fastball. And a big opportunity here for Joey Narrett. Logan Ewell at second base, James Cervencio at third, and Kai McGarry at first. Couple of free passes this inning from Robello into his 4th inning of work. Pitch count already north of 60. Corner infielders come in. The middle one's already playing back for double play possibilities. First pitch to Narrett. Inside and low.
This is a dangerous spot. You can feel the tension right now because Joey Narrett already has a grand slam on the season. He's coming off back-to-back 3-hit games, probably the hottest hitter in the lineup right now.
Already has a home run this series yesterday.
Yeah.
His bat has greatly turned around in the second half of this season for the Iowa commit. The 1-0. Hit high in the air towards left field, down the line, and foul. Eric gave that one a ride, but Wynn took it out of play. Opposite field home run we have not seen out of Narrett, but I guess it's not out of the realm of possibility.
It looked like he just flicked his bat up there and kept carrying towards the Buck bullpen.
Shows you the strength he has. 1 ball and 1 strike on the left-handed hitter. Rebello sets at his belt. Looks towards third a couple times, now fires. Eric takes a strike at the knees. Bucs with 3 runs off of 5 hits. Pilots with no runs off of 1 hit. Here in the top of the 4th inning from Mulcahy Stadium. Game 2 of the Mayor's Cup. Bucs took Game 1 11-5 on Friday night. Would love to wrap up a series victory here on this Saturday evening. Narrett awaits the 1-2. Here it comes. Fastball battled off to the left side, high out of play. Keeps the count at 1-2.
And Joey's up there trying to find a pitch. I think he likes them down towards the middle of the plate. So looking for something that he can drive out to right center field. A big gap between the 2 outfielders.
Already 1 hit today for Narrett. He's 1 for 2. A hit here drives in at least 2 runs. The 1-2. Slams against the back of Joey Narrett. A hit by pitch brings home a run. James Cervencio gets the easiest trip to home plate possible, and the Bucs lead 4-0 in the top of the 4th. Joey Narrett wore it like a champ. Another game with a hit by pitch. He's approaching Luke Taylor numbers. And the Bucs lead 4-0 now.
Yep.
That's taking one for the team.
Yeah, exactly. When he gets hit, he just doesn't even flinch. Just takes off his stuff and goes on over to first.
Well, speaking of Luke Taylor, the hit-by-pitch king of the Alaska Baseball League comes to the plate. The right-hander adjusts his helmet and his jersey and now readies for the first pitch from Robello. Bases still loaded. Quarter infielders come in. First pitch. Taylor grounds it left side. Marks dives, makes the stop, throws to first. One bounce, not in time. In to score Logan Ewell. Bucs lead 6-0 on the infield single from Luke Taylor. Excuse me, 5-0. And now Rich Price is going to make the walk out to the mound.
I don't know
seen
if
a
he's
call
gonna-
to the pen. I don't see anyone
doesn't-
in the bullpen right now, so this might be just a true mound meeting.
Yeah.
Jumped the gun there. The scoreboard said 6-0. I thought 2 runs came across home plate, and then it retreated to 1.
Yeah,
Bucs
but-
are speedy, maybe not that speedy.
It was a really nice play by Marks, though. Again,
Yep.
got up to his feet fast, and the throw just didn't have enough on it. Luke Taylor beat it by about a step.
Well, those plays are underrated because, of course, a run still comes across the plate, a hit still gets marked, but that gets into the outfield, and it actually is a 6-0 game because Kai McGarry can easily go from second to home on outfield hit. Instead, McGarry's at third, Narrett's at second, and Luke Taylor is at first base. Landon Underhill, a dangerous hitter at the plate. Robello looks in for the sign from Bergholt. First pitch. Fastball low and inside. Bergholt's done a great job of keeping some really inside and outside pitches from going to the backstop. The Bucs have leads at every base, trying to take any opportunity possible to scratch another run across the plate. Here's the 1-0. Fastball popped up left side, soars out of play. Souvenir for a fan here at Mulcahy Stadium. And the count evens out at 1 apiece. Underhill singled in the first inning, was stuck at first base, and then hit a towering fly out to center field in the third. Has made good contact both times. Now wants to add his first RBI of the day. Had a sac fly RBI just last night. The 1-1. Underhill watches the ball outside. First baseman Klotz, third baseman Polanco playing in on every pitch. It's the middle infielders, Marks and Ruby, still at double play depth as there's still just 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Bucs already with 2 across the plate in the inning to go up 5-0. 2-1 on Underhill. The pitch. Bounced foul towards the dugout of the Pilots.
If you remember back, this whole inning started after a Polanco error. So
Yep.
it was a routine ground ball to third base. He just sailed it over the first baseman Klotz's head, and all of a sudden, could be a big inning.
Yeah, you get the out there, and then it was a ground out from Austin Gamel. Could have easily been a 2 outs, no one on scenario. Still just 1 out now. The bases are loaded and 2 runs in. The 2-2. Underhill takes low and outside. Robello really struggling to find the strike zone here in his 4th inning. That pitch count keeps on climbing, now above 70. Well, the Bucs have an RBI single and an RBI hit by pitch this inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes, payoff pitch, way outside. And that's a RBI walk for Landon Underhill. Kai McGarry comes home to score, and the Bucs lead 6-0 in inning number 4. Underhill was confused at the count. He was ready for another pitch from Robello, but he'll gladly take the free RBI. And the Bucs keep on piling on the offense here in the 4th inning.
Yeah. That one was not really competitive fastball, too. Underhill just took it all the way.
First pitch on its way to Sean Toger, misses low, 1-0 the counts. Robello's gotten these counts to 3-2, 2-2. The problem has just been closing them out. Just 2 strikeouts on the day for the right-hander, and they both came in the 3rd inning. Strikeout here would do wonders. Base is still juiced. Bucs leading 6-0. The 1-0. Lined right side. Becker comes in and makes the grab. Nice play by the center fielder. Narrett tags from third base and scores. And that's an RBI sacrifice line out from Sean Toger. Bucs lead now up to 7-0 in inning number 4 as Rich Price makes the walk out to the mound. And this looks like it may be the day for the right-hander Robello. Price looks to the bullpen, has not made the call yet. And now we'll see someone charging on, and that will be the day for Robello. So, we'll take a break here at Mulcahy Stadium. Bucs leading 7-0. Don't go anywhere. This is Anchorage Bucs Baseball. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium, a 7-0 lead for the Bucs, and they're still not done here in the top of the fourth. Already 4 runs across the plate. And it's 2 outs for the right-handed hitter Reese Sherman. Jack Boots comes in for another day of relief pitching, his 3rd appearance in 3 days. The recent graduate of West Anchorage High School tried to fire up a 3rd out here against Sherman. First pitch. Fastball clips the outer edge for a strike, 0-1. Well, you go from Robello, a pitcher in the upper 80s, to Jack Boots, pitcher in the mid-70s on this fastball.
Yep.
Big difference here for the Bucs to try to time something out. Runners at first and second, the 0-1. Breaking pitch misses low, evens out the count at 1 apiece. Saw the eephus out of Jack Boots last night, tries to just launch one on a rainbow towards home plate. Didn't get a swing out of the Bucs. One hit actually off it. Next pitch pounded towards left field and goes foul. Reese Sherman almost unleashed on the fastball. And he's down in the count now, 1-2.
Yeah, Jack Boots didn't look horrible yesterday.
Yeah, 2 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, pair of walks, but certainly serviceable numbers for the recent high school graduate. The 1-2. Breaking pitch, dribbled in front of home plate. Boots reaches over, throws to first, and it's off the mark. Around third base, Luke Taylor scores, and the Bucs lead 8-0 off the throwing error from Boots. It was a ball that just was nubbled off the bat of Reese Sherman and looked like it was bouncing foul. Jack Boots thought he had time to make the play, and probably did, but the throw just way too far inside on the first base line. Hunter Klotz had no play at it. And there's runners at the corners. 3rd error of the day for the Pilots. First pitch swung on and missed by James Provencio. He started off this inning all the way 8 batters ago. Excuse me, 9 batters ago. And reached on, you guessed it, an error. Really full circle here for the Bucs.
Yeah. Put the ball in play, things happen.
0-1. Provencio watches a strike on the inside. 0-2 the count. Bucs leading 8-0. 8 runs off of just 6 hits. That shows you how they've been getting on via errors and free passes tonight. Provencio rests the bat on his shoulder. The 0-2. Breaking ball just misses outside. Boots almost had his first strikeout of the series. Instead, it's a 1-2 count. 5 runs already around to score this inning for the Bucs. Landon Underhill is at third base, hoping to be the 6th. The 1-2. Pops up center field, playable for Becker, who retreats back and gloves it above his hat for out number 3. But the damage done for the Bucs in the top half of the 4th. 5 runs off of just 1 hit but 2 errors and a myriad of free passes has them in charge 8-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Don't go anywhere. This is Anchorage Bucs baseball. Eli Buxton in for another inning of work as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Bucs in charge 8-0 in game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup here in Anchorage, Alaska. Annual competition, best of 3 set between the Bucs and the Glacier Pilots for bragging rights of the best in Anchorage. And it's been a good predictor since 2019 of who wins the Alaska Baseball League title. Since the turn to the 2020s, the winner of this series has won the title every time. First pitch. Buxton fires a fastball past Andrew Becker. Becker 0 for 1 today, lined out to left field back in the 1st. Quite the difference in the speeds right now of the 2 pitchers on the mound. Buxton, a right-hander, can easily touch 90 with his fastball for the Arizona State Sun Devil. 0-1, lined up the middle, drops for a base hit. Becker aboard to start off the 4th inning. So Buxton has his pitches get into the 90s, and then you have Jack Boots, the pitcher on the mound for the Pilots, who rarely gets past 76, 77, about a 15 to 20 mile difference between the 2 pitchers right now.
Yeah, I don't think it could be more drastic. So Buxton trying to get back in the rhythm though after a long break.
First pitch to Adam Bergholt. Bounce towards third base. Provencio gloves it, goes to second. The relay throw in time. 5-4-3. Count up the twin billing. And there's 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. That's as routine as it's going to get. Provencio fielded it just below his waist. Scooted it over to second base where Gamel was waiting. And fired the easy throw to first to bring 2 outs to the scoreboard here in the bottom of the 4th. Edison Polanco at the plate. First pitch. Polanco launches one towards right field, and it drops into the glove of Logan Yield. That one dropped quickly, hard off the bat of Polanco. But that's 3 outs. Very quick inning. Just about 2 minutes of real time as Eli Buxton gets out of another inning. I guess the long wait did not make any difference for the right-hander. Bucs lead 8-0. We turn the page to the 5th. Don't go anywhere. This is Anchorage Bucs baseball. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium, top of inning number 5 in Anchorage, Alaska. The Bucs with a gigantic 8-0 lead over the Pilots and try to add a couple more here in the 5th inning. Austin Gamel will lead things off, the second baseman. First pitch from Jack Boots is dribbled down the third base line, goes foul. Boots in for his first full inning of relief. He has now pitched in 3 consecutive games for the Pilots.
Workhorse.
Yeah. Getting his innings in. The 0-1. Inside, almost hit Gamel. 1-1 the count. Gamel, a single back in the second inning. Grounded out in the 4th. Has hits in back-to-back starts against the Pilots. Takes the next pitch, bloops it towards right field, and gloved by Ryan Christensen just in front of the line. Oh, it dropped. Christensen was right there, and then he couldn't get there. So it's a single for Austin Gamel. 2 hits already today for the second baseman. And just like that, there's one aboard with no outs as Logan Ewell comes to the plate. Here's the first pitch. Ewell takes a strike on the outer third. It looked like it was blooping. Christensen came over and just couldn't glove it. 8 hits today for the Bucs. That's even with their run total. Next pitch outside. Well, now if you're the Bucs, you just want to get to that 10-run total, then play out the rest of the innings and get the run rule victory. Bucs have a couple of those this year. 1-1. Ewell skies it high into the air, right side of the infield. Second baseman Ruby loses his hat but makes the grab for out number 1. Allen made a nice way vertically, but not very horizontally, just to the right side of the infield.
That's impressive for Jack Boots. I mean, Logan Ewell is 2 for 2 with a walk, and he scored all 3 times, so to keep him off the base paths is quite the feat.
Boots works with a fastball, a curveball, an eephus, and a sweeper. I haven't heard a lot of sweepers at the high school level.
You know, as a good sweeper, Luke Barch
Yeah.
on the Buck side of things. He's a really good sweeper.
Kai McGarry at the plate. First pitch from Boots, grounded down the third base line and foul. McGarry's had a very nice day. RBI double scorched in the second inning. He walked and came around to score in the 4th. So 1 for 2 with a run, an RBI, and a double through just 4 innings of play. This is his 4th at-bat, is the 5th inning. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball slammed down the left field line and just goes foul. Kai McGarry turned on that one. Similar swing to his home run he had yesterday. But this time, just goes foul, and it's an 0-2 count. Pop in the bat of Kai McGarry. Austin Gamel waiting patiently at first base. Another pickoff attempt, not in time. Bucs leading 8-0 in the top of the 5th here from Mulcahy Stadium. Thanks so much for joining us alongside Milo Hoffman. My name is Alex Burstein here. Game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup. 0-2. Bounce towards third, foul. Joe Silva tried to make a grab there, the third base coach, but couldn't get it with his bare hands.
He wanted it, had his hands up.
Tosses it to the bullpen. He'll play it off cool.
Oh, and then Colin Linder gives it to fans.
0-2 down the left field line into the bleachers here. The bullpen's been busy today for the Bucs, not because Eli Buxton has had any trouble on the mound. He's still out as the starter, but because there's been a million balls hit their way. They had to field a bunch of Bucs foul balls today.
Yeah, looks like someone might have gotten hit out there in the bleachers. Hopefully everything's okay. Okay, they think they're good.
0-2, taken high. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Kai McGarry. Nice crowd on hand for some Saturday night action in Anchorage. The 1-2. McGarry takes the sweeper in the dirt. Evens out the count at 2-2. Austin Gamel over at first base. Had a leadoff single before a flyout by Logan Ewell. McGarry, the 3rd batter of the inning. Here's the 2-2. Hit sharply towards left field, towards the wall. Diving catch by B.J. Rodriguez. Nice play by the left fielder, crashing in to the left field wall. robbed extra bases from Kai McGarry, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, it was a really nice play. You got to be careful there because the walls are not cushiony at all.
No.
They're very hard, so you don't want to slam right into it. Nice job by Rodriguez just to lift up his glove and make the play.
We've got the rough surface on the outfield warning track with pebbles, and then you have the rock-hard wall. Not friendly for outfielders trying to play those deep balls here at Mulcahy Stadium. Joey Narrett at the plate. First pitch. Fastball hit in the air towards center field. Backer over, and the center fielder grabs it for out number 3. Leadoff single from Austin Gamel. He's stranded there at first base. The Bucs don't score in the top of the 5th. They still lead 8-0 as we play to the last of the inning. Don't go anywhere. This is Anchorage Bucs baseball. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium to the last of the 5th, Bucs leading 8-0 over the home Glacier Pilots. Game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup and game number 24 of the Alaska Baseball League season for both of these squads. Bucs trying to get 2 games above 500 for the first time in over a week. Entered today with a 12-11 record. The Pilots at risk of falling to 8-16 and putting themselves at the brink of elimination here in the regular season. If the Bucs take the final 2 games of this weekend set, the Pilots eliminated from championship contention. B.J. Rodriguez to the plate to start off this bottom of the 5th inning. Eli Buxton still in for a 5th inning of work. Here's the first pitch. Fastball down in the dirt. Ricochets towards the dugout of the Pilots, and it's a 1-0 count. Buxton adjusts his hat on the pitcher's mound. Now the righty looks in for the sign from Reese Sherman. The 1-0. Fastball grounded towards first. Scooped up by Sean Toger, who races to the bag in time. That's an unassisted ground out to start off the 5th inning. There's 1 away for the Pilots in the bottom half.
It's just really good to see the Bucs offense playing like they are right now. And, you want to take this into the last week of the season because, listen, with a win today, you clinch up the Mayor's Cup. You still play tomorrow, but it's a league game tomorrow. It counts as all the other ones do. And then you still have the minors twice to end out the season. Although they've already clinched their spot, it would be good to go in with some momentum.
First pitch swung on and missed by the pinch hitter, number 20, Zachary Anderson. Anderson comes in for Carter Freeland, who exited the game early. 0-1 fastball swung on and missed high in the zone. Anderson down in the count 0-2. Anderson, an uncommitted catcher out of Cypress College. The 0-2. Battled back. Started off his college career at Ohio State University before playing a couple of years at the junior college level with Cypress in California. And now searching for his home for the next couple of years. No balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Eli Buxton. His first since inning number 2. And just like that, there's 2 away. Buxton was firing with the K's early on, had 4 through the first 7 batters, but it's been the defense doing the job since then. Good to see him get another K on his resume.
Yeah, now 5 on the day for Buxton.
Had 7 his last time out. First pitch, fouled back by Hunter Klotz, the left-handed first baseman. He's had a busy day in the field. Throws going all around the first base bag by the infield of the Pilots tonight. They trail 8-0, bottom of the 5th from Mulcahy Stadium. The 0-1. Fastball below the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike on the Kent State product. Still trying for his first hit of the season against the Bucs. Here's the 1-1. Check swing, fouls it off to the left side.
Well, your Cubs took another game today from us, so
Yeah.
now series is tied at 1 apiece, Yanks and Cubs.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a rubber match of this series, but we will get a rubber
that's
match
true.
of the
We do have
Cubs
a rubber match
Yankees.
tomorrow.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts from Eli Buxton. He's up to 6 on the day. And the Pilots stay scoreless as we turn the page to the 6th inning here at Mulcahy Stadium. 8-0. Bucs on top of the Pilots as we turn things over to Milo Hoffman. Don't go anywhere. He has you covered in just a second. This is Anchorage Bucs Baseball.
Back here at Mulcahy Stadium, glad you're with us. Milo Hoffman and Alex Burstein on hand as we head to the top of the 6th. The Bucs are in full control of this one. An 8-0 lead. Jack Boots still on the hill for the Pilots in his 3rd inning of relief. Taylor, the hitter for the Bucs to start off the top half of this frame. Taylor so far today, 2 for 3, and he gets hit. Luke Taylor gets hit for the 13th time this season in ABL most on the first pitch. It didn't have too much velocity, so he's smiling up there. He'll walk on over to first base easily, but my goodness, he just stays in the box and he doesn't budge at all. Give credit to him, but at some point he's got to be like, all right, what's happening here?
I mean, it had been a couple of games with that one. I'm trying to remember the last time he got hit by a pitch, but he had, I guess, fully recovered from the last one and now takes one.
Landon Underhill looks at a strike on the outside corner. 0-1.
Yeah, he ain't gotten hit by a pitch since July 6th.
Yeah.
He's fine.
All
He was
right.
due for another one.
That's true. 1 a week, keeps the doctor away. 0-1. Swung on and hit sharply towards second base. Gruby Fields goes to second. There's one. Relay to first, not in time. So a force out at second base gets Luke Taylor. Underhill safe at first. So runner on first now with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. We're talking about the Bucs and the Yankees, or whoa, not the Bucs and the Yankees. If it was the Bucs and the Yankees, that would be something.
Matchup for the ages.
That did kind of happen when Aaron Judge was playing for the Pilots.
Not really.
Not fully, but you get what I'm saying. Hitter's Toger. First pitch to him, runs outside, 1-0. But the Cubs and the Yankees are 1 apiece now in their series, a big series between me and Alex. Hopefully we can take that one tomorrow. 1-0 pitch. Reaches outside. Fastball, 2-0. Still have not been to Wrigley in my life. Really want to go there at some point. 2-0. Fastball low and in. 3-0 now on Toker. I've not been to Fenway either. Need to check that one off my list.
It's not even that far from you.
It's not. 3-0 pitch. Fastball inside for strike. 3-1. Toger today is 0 for 2 with a sac fly. 3-1 pitch. Low and inside as well. So a walk for Sean Toger. Landon Underhill will walk on over to second. The runner's on first and second now for the Bucs in the top of the 6th inning. And if you get 2 runs here, and you shut down the Pilots for another. So the run rule is 10 runs after 7. The Bucs trying to close this one early on a Saturday night in Anchorage, Alaska. Now the hitter's Reese Sherman. First pitch to the catcher. Inside, almost hit him. 1-0. Jack Boots peers in for the side. He really bends down, ball at his waist. Now he comes set at the letters. Comes home. Way outside on the fastball, 2-0.
He's got all the motions down. His
He does.
velocity lags behind a lot of the other pitchers, but I mean, he's playing the part of a pitcher.
2-0 pitch. Swung on and belted deep to left field. That'll go foul into the Buck bullpen. Ray Sherman just a bit out in front of that one. So trying to straighten it out for his first homer of the season. Counts 2-1 on the catcher. I saw Jack Boots go to a sidearm action in between innings. So who knows? Maybe he's going to pull that out at some point here. All the tricks from Jack Boots. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, lifted high in the infield right side. First baseman Klotz takes control. Now Jack Boots the one who catches it about 2 feet in front of the mound. So he can do everything. He's a pitcher. He can hit. I saw him taking batting practice. And he catches an infield flyout from Reese Sherman. 2 gone here in the top of the 6th. You know, players like this are very respected.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy to go out there, you're pitching, and you're getting Division I ball players out. That's not anything to bat an eye at. They're catching fly balls. Just a really good athlete, Jack Boots is. Now there's James Florencio. Offering to him is chopped on the ground slowly towards second base. Ruby flyers to first in time, and that'll do it here in the top of the 6th. Well, Jack Boots works a clean frame, and we go to the home half. Bucs still in full control, though. 8-0. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium. We go to the home half of the 6th inning. Bucs in full control here on a Saturday night. 8-0 to score in game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup. So a win today could clinch the Bucs' second straight Mayor's Cup victory. The previous 3 went to the Pilots. So trying to bring back the cup to the Anchorage Bucs side of the city. Over here in East Anchorage at Mulcahy Stadium. Milo Hoffman and Alex Burstein with you. A new pitcher on the hill for the Bucs is Eli Lipinski, who was the first reliever out of the pen for the Bucs, making his 4th appearance on the season. 5 innings, 5.40 ERA, just 3 strikeouts. So Lipinski will take over for Buxton, who was excellent. For the second straight start today, Eli Buxton was amazing. He punched out 6 guys and went 5 scoreless innings. About as much as you can ask for the ASU product. He's looked really good over the last couple of starts now.
Yeah, I mean, he has really found his zone. In that initial switch from relief to starter, we saw a couple up and down performances, but, I mean, just so much natural talent. You see it on the mound, and the guy really locked into his game. Great to see him get another good performance tonight. And alas, his offense is supporting him. Because you remember that last game, it was the 2-1 win for the Bucs. Much different story tonight.
Ryan Christensen, the hitter, he'll face Eli Lipinski. First offering. Breaking ball spins just outside. And it's 1-0 now on Christensen. Christensen actually has not recorded an at-bat today. He walked back in the third. His only plate appearance. 1-0. Here it is. Fastball hit high in the air towards left field. Playable for Kai McGarry. Over to his right a few steps. And he makes the grab for the first out of the bottom of the 6th. Nice job by Eli Lipinski. Induces weak contact out to left. I know the Bucs are winning this 8-0, but an important appearance for Eli Lipinski. Like I said, just his 4th time we've seen him so far this season in the ABL. 2nd time as an Anchorage Buck. Played for the Bucs last season. Hitters Dylan Marks, top of the lineup. Offering is swung on, hit up the middle through, and into center field. A base hit for Dylan Marks, his first time aboard today, and there's 1 on with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Just a chopper right up the middle. Landon Underhill, and absolutely no play on that one. So the Pilots down 8-0. I don't know if they want to be mercied or if they want to try to spark a comeback. They're already down a whole lot of pitchers, so maybe losing this one in 7 could be to their benefit. Pitch to Jet Ruby. Breaks in for a strike. 0-1.
Lipinski almost had that last one with his foot.
Yeah.
Try this little soccer move there.
Hey, listen, I don't shame him. As a former soccer player. 0-1. Hit in the air towards right field. On the ground, actually. And it trickles in for a base hit. Rounding second, Dylan Marks. He'll go into third. Throw from Yule. Not in time. It gets by Provencio. It hits the fence. So Jet Ruby will glide down into second base. 2 runners in scoring position for the Pilots here. Bottom of the 6th. They're down 8-0. Trying to get something going on the offensive side. They've been the worst offensive team in the ABL this season. Trying to add on some runs here late.
Similar story to last night's game. It was close to being a run roll win for the Bucs, and the Pilots just kept on getting 1 or 2 runs to keep it from ending.
Hitter's Andrew Becker now, right on left matchup. He twirls his light blue bat. Pitch to him, hit high in the air. That'll stay in the infield left side. Shortstop and third baseman. Now Underhill will take the reins, and he makes the grab right off of the dirt. And there's 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th. So 2 high fly balls induced by Eli Lipinski. Challenge comes up, and Adam Burkholt, their cleanup hitter. Pilots just have 4 hits today. Burkholt has 1 of them. Back in the 2nd inning, a single. Lipinski comes set. Here's the pitch. Hit high in the air towards right field. Yule drifts over to his left, and he makes the grab about 2 feet away from the foul line. Well, that'll do it in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Pilots do get 2 hits and leave 2 men stranded on the base paths, and we go to the 7th. Don't go anywhere. It's Bucs Baseball. We'll be right back. We welcome you back to Mulcahy Stadium. Milo Hoffman and Alex Burstein with you. We go to the 7th. There's a new pitcher on the hill for the Pilots, relieving Jack Boots. It's Jace Russell making his, let's see here, his pitch 22.2 innings. He's appeared 11 times so far this year to a ERA of 5.16, 1-0 record. Started 2 games. Righty on the hill, tall frame. Will face off against Austin Gamel. In the portal as a graduate transfer. First pitch to the second baseman. Fastball runs high and wide. 1-0. Now it's funny because Jack Boots, you know, he goes out there, he doesn't throw high velo. Now you have Jace Russell, who's actually, you know, a big guy on there. He throws high velocity. Fastball reaches up to 92. Here's the 1-0. Fastball hit in the air, foul territory, left field line, and it'll make the stands.
Yeah, Russell's also going to work with a changeup and a sweeper. That changeup is a couple degrees faster than Boots' fastball. So the Bucs are having to go back and forth. Robello was sitting probably mid-80s earlier today. Then you drop down with Boots, and now you have your fastest pitcher of the day in Jace Russell. He's challenging Eli Buxton's numbers. So
going back and forth is tough.
Zigzag, yeah.
Here's the 1-1 offering from Jace Russell. Fastball taken inside for a strike. 1-2, just clipped at the knees. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now in Austin Gamel. Bucs hold an 8-0 lead over the Pilots here in game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup. A run rule is 10 runs after 7, so the Bucs threatening to run rule the Pilots. Russell comes set at the belt. Now he comes home. Pitch misses high and wide. 2-2. Gamel so far today is 2 for 3. 2 singles, came around to score back in the 2nd inning. Back coming around just a bit for Austin Gamel. He struggled at the plate, but that's a good sign for the Bucs and Austin. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Here's Russell's delivery. Swing and a miss. A changeup down the dirt, a nasty one, and there's 1 gone in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, nice pitch mix there from Russell in his first batter of the day. He's had good stuff all season long, and dices up Gamel there. This will be a challenge for the Bucs now to get to that 10-run mark.
Yeah, it's true. Now, of course, you can still run rule after 8. It just starts at 7.
Yes.
So now Logan Yule, he's up. Pitch to him, a changeup that clips the outside corner. 0-1 now on Logan. Yule so far today is 2 for 3, a single back in the 1st and 2nd. He walked in the 4th, and he flew out back in the 5th. But he scored 3 times. First 3 times he got on base. 0-1 on its way. Changeup, pours in for a strike. 0-2. Nice movement from Jace Russell. Changeup in at the low 80s. Fastball runs into the low 90s. About a 10-mile-an-hour difference. He comes set at the belt. Now he comes home. This is down and low. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Yule.
This might be the hardest pitching we've seen all day.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, Eli Buxton induced a pretty loud pop off of Reese Sherman's glove. But this is a loud pop off of Adam Burkholt, the catcher's mitt. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Russell comes home. Swing and a miss. Another changeup, another swing and a miss, and another strikeout. 2 gone here in the top of the 7th.
That matches the number of strikeouts to the first 6 innings for the Bucs in back-to-back batters.
Yeah. Logan Yule passes his bat off to Kai McGarry, literally. They sharing the bat in this frame. He waves his dark black bat. I'm not sure whose it is. Could be McGarry's, could be Yule's. Pitch to McGarry, a whiff. And it's 0-1. Breaking ball there on the other batter's box. Well, listen, if they brought in Jace Russell, it might be hard to score on him, and therefore the run rule might be hard to eclipse. Never know. No balls, 1 strike on the left fielder. He waves the bat. 0-1. Breaking ball just missed inside, and it's 1-1.
Didn't McGarry break his bat?
It's true. McGarry did break his
I'm guessing
bat.
it's Yule's bat.
That would make sense.
You have 9 guys to choose from, and you choose the one that's right behind you in the order.
Well, why not? It has 3 hits today. Or 2 hits, that is. He's been swinging a hot bat. I would want it. 1-1. Breaking ball misses inside. 2-1.
I wonder what McGarry is warming up with, though, in the on-deck circle.
Well, he warms up with like a warm-up bat, it looks like. He has a little
Oh.
donut over it. A couple of the players use it. This bat looks like it's just heavy. You know some things that just look heavy? The color, the darkish black color, it just looks like it carries some weight. 2-1, breaking ball almost hit him. McGarry forced to duck out of the way there, 3-1.
I'd say the opposite. I think it's sleeker than a lot of the bats.
Really? It just
Yeah.
looks like it, I don't know, it looks like it's a weight, like a dumbbell at the gym.
Coloring maybe, but just the
Yeah.
actual shape. I mean,
I don't know. I feel like a light-colored bat looks a lot lighter, you know? It's like a little feather. Here's the 3-1 from Jace Russell. Misses way outside. Hooked the slider there. So a walk for Kai McGarry. That's his third time aboard today, his second walk. 2 outs and a runner on for the Bucs here in the top of the 7th. Now Joey Merritt comes up now. He's probably been swinging the hottest bat in the last couple days for the Bucs. Has a single today. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th, so has reached twice. McGarry takes his lead off first. Russell set. Now he comes home. Fastball misses low and in at the knees. So 1-0 the count now on Joey Merritt. He adjusts his armor. He has 2 wristbands. Looks like an old school basketball player who wears all those bands, maybe a headband. Not for Joey Merritt, but 2 wristbands in darkish color. 1-0 pitch coming from Jace Russell. Long pause, here it is. Fastball chopped up the middle. A Baltimore chop. Russell backhands it. Throws the first off balance in time. A nice play from Jace Russell. Really athletic. And that retires the side in the top of the 7th. It looked like he wasn't going to catch it originally, but he backed up and he made the play. We go to the home half. It's stretch time here at Mulcahy Stadium. We'll be right back. Still 8-0. Bucs on top. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Bucs in full control. 8-0 the score. In game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup. A win today would clinch the cup for the Bucs for the 2nd year in a row. New pitcher on the hill for the Bucs is Carl Colavecchio, the southpaw. 5th appearance on the season. We'll have to face Edison Polanco. First pitch, swing and a miss. Nice pitch from Colavecchio. A changeup there, 0-1. Colavecchio Saved opening day for the Bucs. Has seen limited play time with an ERA of 9, 2 strikeouts. Gumso. Changeup whiffed and missed. 0-2 now on Polanco. Way out in front of it. Addison so far today is 0-for-2, a strikeout and a lineout. Been swinging it well as of late though. 0-2. Tap foul at the dish. Still 0-2 on Polanco. He's been real involved in the field today. He's had a couple of nice plays, had an error where he just soared his throw over to first base. It's been an interesting season for Edison Polanco, to say the least. 0-2. Inside at the knees. So 1-2 now on Polanco. Sun shining down beautifully here at Mulcahy Stadium. The wind is blowing out to left field. First time we've really seen the wind pick up today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the offering. It's outside. 2-2 now on Polanco. The shadows are really coming alive. You can see Polanco's shadow as he digs back into the batter's box. Almost stretched towards the on-deck circle. 2-2. Here it is. Swung on, chopped on the ground towards third base. Provencio fields, throws across the diamond inside. Nice play from Provencio, who fielded it deep into the holes. A long throw, he made it on target, and there's one gone in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting for your Pilots, the left fielder, number 1, BJ.
Bucs defense is going through the motions today. They look very solid.
3 errors for the Peas, none for the Bucs. Trying to keep it that way. Here's BJ Rodriguez. Pitch to him is topped on the ground first base side. Toger charges, and he'll take it himself easily. So nice start to this frame for Carl Colavecchio. 2 quick outs in the bottom of the 7th. 2 weak hit ground balls. That one Toger knew he was going to take it himself the entire way. Fielded it at about the shoestrings. So 2 quick outs. Brings up Zach Anderson now. A little pinch hit for Carter Freeland. Offering in there for a strike right down Broadway, a fastball. 0-1. Left on right matchup. Zach Anderson rocks the 1 batting glove, 1 not. 0-1 pitch, misses outside. 1-1. He has the batting glove on his left hand, the hand that's lower on the bat, and his right hand's freed up. No glove. Ready for the 1-1. Here's the delivery. Fastball hit in the air towards right center field. Logan Ewell, the right fielder, now takes control, and he makes the head-high grab to retire the side in the bottom of the 7th. 1-2-3, go the Pilots. Nice frame for Carl Colavecchio, and we head to the 8th. Still 8-0, Bucs on top. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium on the east side of Anchorage, Alaska. Glad you're with us on a beautiful Saturday night. Milo Hoffman and Alex Burstein bring you the action The Bucs are in command, to say the least. 8-0, the lead over the Pilots as we head to the top of the 8th inning. Still Jace Russell on the hill for the Peas. He's in his 2nd inning of work out of the bullpen. We'll have to face Luke Taylor, the DH today. He's 2 for 3, having himself a pretty nice evening. Russell comes set, and he comes home. Fastball yanked on the ground low, 1-0. Bucs in full control, but these at-bats still count. You come over in the summer, you want to get as many reps as you possibly can, so you don't want to put any at-bats in the garbage. There's the 1-0. Fastball yanked away again. Jace Russell, trouble with the command on the heater early in this frame. So 2 balls, no strikes now on Luke Taylor. Came into the day hitting .274, 3 homers, 17 RBIs, those 17. Second most on the team. Now behind Kai McGarry, who hit a grand slam yesterday. He has 19. 2 balls, no strikes. Long pause. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike on the outside corner. 2-1. Nice paint job there from Jace Russell. Just a gorgeous day. We can't say anything else about the weather so far in our stay here in Alaska. It's been pristine. Here's the 2-1. Fastball turned on, deep to left field. Is it fair? No, just foul. It hit off the fence, guarding the Buck bullpen deep towards left field. So Logan Ewell forced to walk back into the box, pick up his bat that he flung down the first baseline. So still 2 balls, 2 strikes now on the DH.
He's been so close to that 4th home run so many times.
It would take the league lead. Everyone's been stagnant at the top. Logan Ewell now with him on the team. 3 homers on the season as well. Russell shakes off one. Now he gets what he likes. Comes set at the belt. Counts 2-2. Here's the pitch. Changeup taken for called strike 3 on the outside corner. Beautifully painted from Jace Russell. And there's 1 gone in the top of the 8th. You know, sometimes when you fling fastballs outside to righties, it can fool them because then you come back in with a changeup that just catches the outside corner. They're expecting that thing to soar away, and instead it bites back. Strikeout for Jace Russell. Now landed Underhill, the shortstop is up. Right on left matchup. Here's the pitch. Taken high and wide, and landed Underhill with full Soto shuffle. My goodness. Former teammate Jace Russell on the hill. You'll love it. Players having fun in a blowout. 8-0 Bucs on top. In the top of the 8th. Russell comes home. Fastball turned on. Deep to right field. Becker back. He's looking up and he makes the grab in front of the wall. Oh boy, that had the sound. Underhill thought he got it. He's rounding second base now, heading back to the dugout. Everyone thought he got it, me included. And there's 2 gone, but Alex, oh my goodness, that had the sound.
Yeah, I mean, Underhill's been tattooing balls all day long, and obviously that's the deepest part of the ballpark out to center field. You have had a little more success, play it with the wind, go maybe opposite, but hey, I mean, large exit velocity, and when you're up 8-0, you'll take that.
Well, now the hitter, Sean Toker. 2 gone here, top 8. Russell comes home. Fastball taken at the knees for a strike. 0-1. Toker so far today, he's 0 for 2, a fly out, a strikeout, a sac fly, and a walk, though. Productive day at the plate for Toker. Here's the 0-1. Changeup whiff. 0-2. Way out in front of that one. Toker does have 1 strikeout back in the 3rd. 1 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, top 8. Russell comes home. Fastball chopped on the ground, foul first base side. Still 0-2 now on Sean. He's been swinging a hot bat as of late. He's enjoyed playing at Mulcahy Stadium, north of a 400 on base rate. 1-2 the count, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Bucs on top, 8-0. At a breaking ball outside, 2-2. Chase Russell, his main secondary pitch is the changeup, but he's gone to the slider a whole bunch in this frame, and it's been successful. Toger struck out in a slider back in the 3rd frame, so perhaps a pitch he doesn't enjoy seeing too much. We'll see what Russell does here. 2-2, 2 outs. Here's the offering. Fastball hit up the middle and into center field. A base hit for Sean Toger. They just clubbed that off the barrel. You could tell it was going to see its way into center. So Toger aboard. That's his first hit of the day, and there's 1 on with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. That brings up the catcher, Reese Sherman. Sherman so far is 0 for 4. Trying to hit his first homer of the season. Now he can feel it. He's hit a couple foul that have gone deep. First pitch, fastball taken at the knees, called strike. An arm side hitter there from Jace Russell. Toger takes his lead off first base. The sun is beaming down here in Anchorage. Light wind. I love a nice light wind. Sweater weather. That's what it is. Here's the 0-1. Fastball high and tight. 1-1. Sherman, catcher out of Gonzaga. He's been up and down this season. Struggled a bit in July, just a 158 average so far, but he puts together competitive at-bats, and he's an excellent catcher behind the plate. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball pours in beautifully for a strike. 1-2.
It's weather, but you're wearing short sleeves?
Well, it's up here. It's a little, it's a little hotter up here. We're in a booth that's been, windows closed for the last 24 hours. But if I'm out there, I'm wearing a sweater like Edison Blanco over at third base.
He's always wearing a sweater.
1-2 on its way. Sherman swings and misses. Second strikeout of the frame for Jace Russell. And the Bucs go down here in the top of the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left on base. We'll go to the home half. Don't go anywhere. It's Bucs baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Milo Hoffman and Alex Spurstein with you as we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Bucs are on top 8-0 in full command here in game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup. A win today would clinch the Bucs' second straight Mayor's Cup victory. Like I said, 8-0 the score. They're trying to run rule the Pilots, but have been unsuccessful the last few innings. The Bucs actually haven't scored a run since the 4 straight scoreless frames. So Carl Colavecchio on the hill for the Bucs. He'll have to face Hunter Klotz, the first baseman, leading off the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit up the middle towards second base. Gamel fields it at the knees, throws in time to first. Now one gone here in the bottom of the 8th. Just a chopper on the ground, about a 4-hopper over to second. Colavecchio's looked smooth on the hill so far. Just limited time we've seen him so far this season, but this has probably been the best outing as of late. Now, he closed on opening day. Ever since then, he's been a spot guy. Fastball catches the outside corner for a strike on Ryan Christensen. No balls, 1 strike.
Well, Mayor's Cup in your own city, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Feeling it a little bit more tonight.
How could you not? Breaking ball, top foul. 0-2 now on Christensen. Christensen homered deep to right center field yesterday. His first RBI, his second hit of the season. That hit really checked off a whole lot of things for Ryan Christensen. He's looked good at the plate today. 0-2. Breaking ball, top towards second base. Gamel fields it at the shoes, and he flicks over to first inside. So, 2 ground outs, both to Austin Gamel at second base, and there's 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th.
It's great to see Gamel a little more comfortable at second. Had a couple of untimely errors, you know, the last couple of weeks, but he's getting his second base reps back, and he's making full advantage of it.
And had a nice turn on the double play. Back in the 4th frame, 5-4-3. Pitch to Dylan Marks, misses high. 1-0 now. On Marks, the leadoff hitter for the Pilots. Singled his last time up in the 6th. Other than that, 2 flyouts. 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd. Here's the 1-0. Hit on the ground towards third base. Perencio charges, throws off 1 leg, and he fires in time to first. So 3 groundouts in the frame for Carl Colavecchio. 6 up and 6 down against the Alaska native. We'll go to the 9th, still 8-0. Bucs on top. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium as we go to the 9th. Bucs on top, 8-0 over the Pilots on the verge of their 2nd straight Mayor's Cup victory. And we've got a position player on the mound. It's that time of evening. Adam Burkle will take over on the hill. He stands tall, wears the red lettering number 15. He spins and fires home. Pitch just misses outside to Perencio, 1-0. Well, so they went to Jack Boots, who's kind of a position player. Then he went to Jace Rutzel, who's really good. Pitch to Perencio's hit hard on the ground through into right field. A base hit for Perencio to start off the frame. And then they went to Adam Burkle. So kind of back and forth for the Pilots here today. I guess you can consider Jack Boots not necessarily a position player because he's pitched multiple times this season. I don't know.
They wanted to play all 9 innings.
That's true. Burkholdt Pearson for the sign with Florencio leads off first. Pitch to Austin Gamel is topped down the third baseline, foul. You got to think Burkholdt has had some pitching history
Yes.
because all these guys played at the highest level in high school. They did everything. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. 1-1. Gamel trying to add on to his 2-hit day. 2 singles. 1-1. Spins in and hit in the air towards right field. Kirstensen comes on and he makes the chest tie grab. So, a fly out for Austin Gamel. First out in the top of the 9th and first out recorded for Adam Burkholdt. He's trying to work a clean inning here.
Well, I'm sure what he really wants is to get to Joey Nair and get to strike out
Oh,
his
that's true.
teammate.
Very true. He still has a little bit to go. Leadoff man Logan Yule now. Yule looks at a pitch down in the dirt.
All you need is one more reach.
It's true. Barring any double play, of course. Provencio takes his lead off first. Burkholdt comes home. Pitch is turned on. Deep to right field. That ball's going to go! Logan Yule with his ABL leading 4th big bomb of the season. And it's 10-0 Bucs on top in the top of the 9th.
Well, they get to the 10-run mark.
That's true.
A couple innings later than expected, but how about Logan Yule? His bat the last couple of, that's now 3 home runs in a week.
He's been swinging the heavy bat, and it's been traveling a whole bunch. Now Kai McGarry's up. Pitch to him, spins outside, 1-0. Want to know on Kai McGarry, 10-0. Pitch called a strike on the inside corner. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Called a strike again at the knees. 1-2 now on McGarry. Well, there you have it. Logan Yule, the new leader in homers amongst the ABL. 4 of them. 1-2. Top foul, hit off Kai McGarry's left foot. Still 1-2. You know, that has to feel really good for Logan because especially now that little competition with Luke Taylor and the rest of the ABL. Listen, hey, I got one up on you. 1-2. Swung on, line to right field, down for a base hit. So Kai McGarry is aboard with a single. Well, now the run rule doesn't matter because we're in the top of the 9th. So the Pilots are going to come up and hit either way. 10-0 the score. Bucs 3 outs away from clinching their 2nd straight Mayor's Cup championship. Cooper Soselski's going to pinch hit now. He's coming on for Joey Nair. So I guess there is no Dallas Baptist University feud that needs to be worked out here between Nair and Burkholdt. Soselski tops one foul. Joe Silva makes the play. Gets a couple applause from the Buck dugout.
Now Underhill's in the hole.
That's true. I guess Underhill's actually the one that's still at DBU too. Soselski fouls one back. 0-2 now. Oh man, a big boom behind us. There's metal facade to our right and left, so that'll make that sound when it clunks off of it. 0-2 on Soselski. Pitch. Twirls in for strike 3. Adam Burkholdt rings up Cooper Soselski. He's stunned. A brief smile as he walks back to the dugout, and Adam Burkholdt is cheesing on the mound. 2 gone. I mean, you could call it an off-speed. You could call it a slider. Here's Luke Taylor. He'll try to tie up Logan Yule here for the league lead in homers. Pitch. Hit high in the air towards deep left field. Foul. Oh, you know he wants to. You know he wants to. Burkholdt comes set. 0-1's the count on Taylor. Fastball misses low and away. Ten 0 Bucs on top. top of the ninth. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air. That'll stay in the infield right side. No homer for Luke Taylor. Instead, Hunter Klotz makes the play, and that'll do it here in the top of the ninth. Well, Logan Yule adds on 2 more with his 4th homer of the season, and we head to the bottom of the ninth. Nate Muncy coming on to pitch. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium as we head to the bottom of the ninth. The Bucs are 3 outs away from taking home their 2nd straight Mayor's Cup championship. New pitcher on the hill for the Bucs is Nate Muncy, making his 5th appearance of the season. Pitches to an ERA of 5.79. Just limited time for Muncy, 4 2/3 innings of relief. We'll have to face Jet Ruby, the 2nd baseman, start off the frame. Reese Sherman was late coming out of the dugout. Now he's back behind the dish, ready to go. Jet Ruby so far today, 1 for 3. A single, his last time up in the 6th. Once he comes hit high at the eyes. Now he comes home. Fastball's hit in the air, right side of the infield. Sean Toger, the first baseman, takes the reins, and he makes the grab. For the first out of the frame. 1 pitch, 1 out for Nate Muncy. That's exactly what you want. Quick work here. You don't want to waste too many bullets trying to secure the Mayor's Cup. Up 10-0 in this one. All Bucs today. Andrew Becker now, number 3 hitter and center fielder. He looks at the first pitch, called strike, and it's 0-1, a fastball down the chute. No balls, 1 strike now on Becker. 1 for 3. Here's the 0-1. Fastball yanked down and away. 1-1. Logan Yule in the last frame hit his ABL best 4th homer of the season. The offense has been bopping. 1-1. Hooked outside. 2-1 now. Breaking ball from Muncy. Two balls, 1 strike on Becker. He waves his light blue bat in the lefty box. Here's the 2-1. Fastball misses low and outside. 3-1 now.
Looks like Scotty Fagan will be doing the pinch hitting duties on deck for the Pilots.
Everyone's getting involved.
Yeah.
Offering. Swung on and topped at the plate. Now it goes back behind the dish. So foul ball and 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Andrew Becker. Beautiful day here on the east side of Anchorage. Sun gleaming off of pretty much everything in sight. The outfield grass, the infield turf. Here's the 3-2. Fastball hit hard on the ground. Toger, the first baseman, gobbles it. He runs, dives to first, and he got him in time. Sean Joger figured he wasn't going to beat Andrew Becker in a foot race, so he decided to lay out, and that got the job done. Two gone here in the bottom of the ninth.
You're never supposed to slide into first base, but I guess that's how it works.
That would have been crazy if Andrew Becker slid in. Down to nothing. I mean, my goodness, but it was Toker. Scotty Fagan, last hope for the Pilots. Pitch to him is slice foul behind us. 0-1.
That foul ball brought to you by the Insurance Center.
10-0 to score. Bucks on top. 0-1. Spins in, and it's hit on the ground, second base side. Gamel charges, tosses to first, in time. The Bucks win it 10-0, and the Mayor's Cup trophy stays on the Bucs side of Anchorage. They pile behind the pitcher's mound. Gatorade's thrown. The trophy's already out there. What a day for the Bucs for the second straight year to bring home the in-season cup. They were quick with that.
Yeah, well, they already had the trophy, so you
Yeah,
just have to keep it.
It's true. It's held up about 10 feet behind home plate. The players are sharing it around. Coaches still at home plate. I've not yet to see the Mayor's Cup trophy, but for the second season in a row, the Bucs take home the championship against their fellow Anchorage side, the Glacier Pilots. There was Gatorade thrown, a lot of ice on the field, and boy, oh boy, in the midst of a big ABL playoff push, this can really feel good.
Yeah, I mean, really important wins for the standings, and obviously just a good morale boost to get two big victories here, and obviously the series still will be played tomorrow, but the Bucs now really pushing at that number 2 spot and clinching a spot in the ABL championship.
The Miners still hold the top spot. They've already clinched. The Bucs are now starting to run away with their perhaps clinch of the second seed in the ABL championship. It's only 2 teams that make it. So the 2 teams that make it are going to do battle eventually in about, I don't know, less than 2 weeks now. It's really coming down to an end. We'll be right back with the game totals of this evening's match. We'll be right back. Final score 10-0. Bucs took it over the Pilots. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium, the Bucs just took a picture with the Mayor's Cup trophy down the left field line. We'll run through the game totals today. Final score once again 10-0. The Bucs take it over the Pilots, and it started at the top with Logan Yule. He hit leadoff today for the second time this season, first time in a regular season game, and boy oh boy, he took advantage. 3 for 5 day. He hit a homer out to right field. Now he has 4 on the season. That's the most in the ABL. Kamagera right behind him went 2 for 4 with an RBI and 2 walks as well. Just a really good day for the Bucs overall. Joey Narrett behind him also had a hit. And then at the bottom of the lineup, Austin Gamel picked up 2 knocks of his own. A 2 for 5 day for the second baseman. Also made the final out in the field to seal the deal. On the mound for the Bucs, it was Eli Buxton. 5 innings of work, just 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, gave up just 2 hits. An excellent day on the hill for Eli Buxton. His second really, really superb outing for Eli Buxton as a starter. He was relieved by Eli Lipinski, Carl Colavecchio, and Nate Muncy. None of them gave up any big damage. Just 2 hits combined by those 3 pitchers. In fact, Colavecchio and Muncy didn't allow a single base runner. None of them did. So dominating for the Bucs all day long. We go to the Pilot side of things, a little less dominating. Not dominant at all. Just 5 combined hits for the Peas today. Make that 4 actually. The first 4 hitters in the Pilots lineup all got a base knock each, but that was really it on the offensive side. And on the pitching side of things, Kelly Robello struggled, just 3 2/3 7 earned runs, 3 walks, and a pair of strikeouts to go along with it. And he was relieved by a couple of interesting players. Jack Boots first, who's not necessarily a pitcher. He's pitched some this season, but normally a position player out there. He pitched 2 1/3. And look at this, he gave up no runs. He walked just one guy. Jace Russell, who came on, he punched out 4 out of the bullpen. He went 2 innings. And then Adam Burkle, the normal catcher of the Pilots, pitched in the 9th inning. He gave up that Logan Ewell bomb out to right field. So the pitching was a struggle today for the Pilots, or mainly for Kelly Robella, who started off 7 earned runs against the starting pitcher. 10-0 the final score, and the Bucs win their 2nd straight Mayor's Cup trophy. And boy, that has to feel good, especially like I said, this is the grunt of the season. This is when things really start to get serious, and to add this to the resume of the Bucs side just has to be really, really fun.
Yeah, also just have something to smile about when you're in a stretch of playing nearly 20 games with just a couple of rest days. So the Bucs have been playing a ton of baseball lately. They get to relax and hold the trophy tonight before game number 3 tomorrow, but very important for the standings. Bucs now 5.5 out of first place, but now up 4.5 games on the 3rd place team, and just keep them growing that lead. Very, very important for the Bucs, and they can try to eliminate the Pilots tomorrow.
The trophy is still being passed around out on the field right now. Joey Narrett has it down the left field line. Well, that'll just about do it here for game number 2 of the Mayor's Cup. The Bucs take it 10-0. The final score, they win the Mayor's Cup for the 2nd year in a row. And a beautiful, beautiful day here in Anchorage, Alaska. Well, that'll just about do it for Milo Hoffman and Alex Burstein, saying so long to everyone. We hope you enjoy your ride.